Hey, I'm Scotty, and in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to sketch this reference here, especially focusing on different types of washes. We've got a gradient wash and a variegated wash, which are very handy to know as beginners in your urban sketching. So I have a watercolor piece of paper. This is only 7 by 5 inch, so just a postcard size today. You could do whatever size you really want to. I have a Uniball eye micro pen, my waterproof pen. I have a white pen, so grab a white pen, and I have a round 10 brush, a paper towel to control the watercolor, or you could use a rag there as well. I have water and my watercolors here. The ones I'm going to be using are right here from my set, but you can choose any similar colors that you have. You can download the reference below in the post, but I'm not going to be doing the red lines today. This is going to be a mini tutorial. I'm going to do this short tutorial so that I can fit that in the holidays. So we've got 2 weeks off. I'll be doing this one and another one next week where I'll be doing public sketching, so showing you how I use my little sketchbook out sketching in public. So I'm going to sketch this one straight off this photo here. I have got it in front of me as well to see the colors properly. But other than that, let's get on to sketching. Okay, the first thing I do is I compare the width to the height. So let's do that first. I'm just going to use my fingers here and roughly 1, 2, 3. Just a little bit less than 3. So in the middle of your page, let's put a width there. Then I'm going to use my pen and go 1, 2, 3. So it's less than 3, just a little bit. Now these 2 points, they're the points where you go up and then you curve in. And that's about halfway. So if I look at halfway the bottle, that's where those shoulders come in. So I go from the top to the bottom and I see that that's about halfway here. So we're going to do this very loosely. It doesn't really matter in this little mini tutorial if you don't get the shape perfectly right. We're just going to go with it and then add some watercolor. So let's do that, a nice round shape at the bottom here. I'm just looking at that first and then thinking about that. You can do a double line. And then we're coming up to that point up there. And coming down there like that. Nice round bottom. And then we'll come up to this top bit. Now the top section here, this bit here, is about half that width. So if I look about, put a dot between those two, about that distance there. So I'm going to put 2 dots either side. I'm just looking at that. It is a bit narrow, I think. But let's put that across the top. And now we know this nice smooth shape here. So we're coming down and then around into that shoulder. Here we come down and then around like that. On the other side, I'm just trying to mirror the other one now. Around about that point there, in the middle we have these bands that curve down a little bit. It's got one there. One there like that. And then down here, got another band and then some of the thread. We also have this label, that first dot we already have, around about there. We're going to go a little bit higher on the sides and then do a curve around the front of the bottle. So curve and then we come down side here and then across the bottom. We need a bit of space at the bottom for the label, so for the space there of the glass, so like that. Okay, so we've got a really quick shape there. That distance there is at the same to the top of the straw, so we're going up like that and we're going up and there's a straw up there. So we can actually make it a bit lower if we want, just to help this sketch. And we'll think about the angle. So I'm going to make it a bit lower. That, and then you can see it kind of kinks in here a little bit to the left because of the glass. It warps it around, and then I'm going to use my pen again, cut to about here, and then a little bit like wonky, and then it comes down again like that. Maybe correct that a bit. Now the red bands, so you have red, white, that. Going down. Now we've done that, we can do a little bit of the background. I have a line going through here, continue that up to there, and then I also have the corner of the tablecloth or the napkin, whatever that is. Like that. We also have a mandarin. So I'm just outlining those shapes. This one here as well. Then I want to do a border. So how will we do the border? Maybe we can even cut into the straw. That's a very loose, cool border. I haven't done any of the text. I don't think I'll do too much there. Okay, let's do some watercolor. So I'll try to now do a graded wash. So that means it goes from light to dark. So add your permanent rose or some sort of rose color, and then we go around the bottom. I'm going to go right into that little bit there, and then we do about half of this, splash it on down to there, and then we add a bit more. So graded wash will just get darker or have greater value, which can just add more pigment. As we go down, it's a little bit stronger down there. And then down here we've got the light color again. That'll contrast with that change. I'll skip down here to napkin while that's drying there, and we'll use cadmium yellow, and I'm going to do some very loose squares here, and then in between like that. See, I'm just trying to space them out. Mandarins, we just add a bit of cadmium red to that color, so you have a nice red. So cadmium yellow, cadmium red, and then we'll slap that on in there. And it helps that I've got my board here on a slight slant, just a little bit of timber at the end of this board, and that helps the water come down to the bottom of the section you've painted. Cadmium yellow with a touch of red, so we're sort of looking for that orange again. And this is where we have a variegated wash, so get a really bright orange, and then we'll start at the top and we're going to add some more cadmium red as we go down. So coming down there, that's more of a bright orange, and then I'm going to add a little bit more yellow because it doesn't have enough paint, and then we're going a little bit more cadmium red, so it's a richer red now as we come down, and then even more red, and down to there, and then down here we've got the really rich red down there. So even in the little bits of glass there, we have a bit of dark red coming through. Now I think I need to let that dry. So now we're going to grab pure cadmium red, dollop in each segment. I'll put a little bit down there. And now I'm going to do a shadow. So I'm going to use purple lake with a bit of ultramarine, or you could use permanent rose and ultramarine, but I'm leaning a little bit more this week to the purple side. So I think the shadow comes halfway between those 2 points right there, that round part of the lid, and then it comes down and then back out there to where the side of the bottle is, and across to the middle there. Here we've got the shadow of the mandarin here too. The shadow actually goes a little bit underneath the bottle. That's nice. Quite light now, and I can just add a little bit in here, just on the left side of the bottle, and then it goes across this section. And now we have a shadow there. I'm going to go back to cadmium red. I want to keep it kind of curving around a little thin line here because there's this border. Now in terms of this section here, we can make it pop even more by grabbing that where we had before. We can add a bit more cadmium red to it, and then we're adding a second coat here called a glazing across this section like that, a little bit darker. Now dry your brush too, and through there we can add some splatters because it's a drink, so we can make it look really interesting. And then there's some highlights just running down that point where the light is on the front, bits that are sticking out. I haven't done any of the letters there. Text, might be some reflections going through just in one line, just outline some of those crazy white shapes that they have. So that was a really fun project to practice. Really loose lines, a small little object, and some gradients. We had a gradient wash there, but we also had a variegated wash here where we went from yellowy orange to more of a reddy orange down the bottom. Hope you enjoyed that tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one.